Hello, welcome to tonight's transmission. It's been a while, hasn't it? Do you notice I wasn't here yesterday? I had all intentions of being here, and then my daughter and I spent about 6 hours in A&E, or emergency room if you're from the US. Um, yeah, a little bit of a concern with her health, which actually turned out to be fine, at least in terms of an acute um, problem, so something to be kept an eye on. But yeah, it was quite a fascinating experience. We spent all that time there, and yet time does weird things in hospitals. Didn't feel like 6 hours while we were there. Anyway, so that's why I wasn't here yesterday, because by the time we got home it was almost midnight. But anyway, I am back today and very glad to be here. And tonight it's interesting that the theme is something quite different. So ages and ages ago we had clearing money blocks, and I think there's maybe been one or two other clearing kind of transmissions, but so many haven't been that kind of angle. But this one tonight, yeah, clearing humiliation, which really wraps up in it um, fear of failure, self-doubts, embarrassment, shame, persecution, ridicule, all these experiences which we get so afraid of because of how they feel. And always I'm interested in us becoming unafraid of how we feel. But with these, there's such a charge to them. There's such a, yeah, just a dislike, a fear, an avoidance of these kinds of feelings. And yeah, so apparently tonight this transmission is here to support the clearing of these, and which actually really fits with I'm hearing from a lot of intuitive people right now that we're in a period of clearing our shadows, clearing our old energetic patterns, clearing our ego stories, whichever language we want to use. That's what's happening right now. And so yeah, so this is a big one tonight actually, because whether you believe in past lives or not, I certainly I've seen images for myself and for others of past lives, and in clearing them energetically, it has supported shifts in people's experience. So I don't know. I mean, to me, the mind is an amazing thing, and we can do incredible things with it. And yeah, it makes sense to me that these patterns of energy, this one called Helen, it makes sense that it would have been here in the form of somebody else before, and that it will come again in the form of somebody else later. In fact, I was surprised earlier listening to a Sid Banks video that somebody happened to share with me, and even Sid said, if we don't recognize, of course, he's talking about the three principles. If we don't recognize the truth of the three principles in this life, he said it's okay. Maybe we'll come back in the next life, and we'll get it then. And it was like, oh, I've never heard him talk about that kind of thing before. Anyway, so to me, there is something about the energetic collection, and some of us seem to have more of that, yeah, historic weight, more of that collected narrative and collected experience from past lives, from past incarnations, from past iterations of this activity of energy. It appeared then and it's appearing now, and it might appear again in the future as somebody else. So yeah, so tonight we're going to be clearing humiliation and all of those associated aspects that I just mentioned. Yeah, to support our expansion. It's an inevitable consequence, byproduct. The more we detach and disidentify or clear old old ideas of limit, all that's left is the pure flow and expression of who we are. It's like there's nothing else happening. It's like that's happening anyway. It's just currently going via some identification with these humiliation stories. So this will be supportive of clearing, but also the fuller expression on the other side. So let's get right into it and yeah, spend our lovely 15 minutes together. That was I really, really enjoyed the last one that I recorded, Tranquility, I think it was. It was beautiful. So let's see how clearing humiliation is this evening. I'm sure it will be gorgeous too. So huge thanks for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. Much love and see you tomorrow.